Hello there internet, Pantless Spanish Degenerate here, and I got another MTG video for you beautiful mofos today, and today we are going to attempt to make Grixis great again, and emphasis on the attempt. Yesterday we got whooped on my stream. I basically streamed for like over 6 hours, I think 6 hours and a half more or less, and for the vast majority of the stream we tanked our rank quite a bit, and I gotta say that the majority, of this decline is due to my misplays, not necessarily the deck that I was piloting, which is why I'm still going to be sharing this deck list today, because obviously not the entire stream wasn't like this. It ended up turning out like this towards the second half of said stream. I started misplaying, I started tilting, I started getting frustrated, and I started rushing my games, and I played Grixis and then switched to Boros Angels, and I kind of did terrible with both, right? It happens. I'm pretty sure anybody watching here has had a bad Magic the Gathering Arena day in which they just can't manage to get a proper win streak going on, and they just keep losing, and they get frustrated. And I feel like it's important to talk about this in YouTube, because a lot of the times when I upload videos on YouTube, I showcase decks that I've had positive win rates with, and therefore I show a lot of wins. And the reason why I do this is not to just fucking jerk off to my own ego here. It's basically because I want to showcase the deck piloted correctly and the deck at its full potential, right? Though I always make sure to include losses in my videos to keep things fresh at the same time, because if I would upload every video with only wins, then it would get boring as fuck, right? I like to mix it up and not make the outcome of my games predictable. And I also want to show the deck at its weaknesses, and I want to show also the deck when you draw poorly, how it adapts or how badly it gets beaten. I think this is important as well, right? So I say all this because Grixis is one of my favorite archetypes, and I know a lot of you were excited for today's video when I mentioned it in yesterday's video that I was going to focus an entire stream on Grixis in best of 3, and that was going to be today's video. Like I said, a lot of you are fans of Grixis as well, and we're really looking forward to today's upload. But I gotta preface this by saying that this deck, I feel, is not really where I want it to be in the current standard metagame. And there's a few reasons for it, and I kind of want to talk about that for a second, because I really like certain ideas that I tried out with this deck. As you guys can see here, I have 2 copies of Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, which is one of the new incorporations that I made, and I'll explain that quite shortly. The gameplay that I'm going to showcase today is going to be a 3 best of 3 series, in which I face a fun janky build with Scape Ship Zombies, because I thought that was a fun matchup to watch. I'm going to showcase a matchup against Simic Flash, which we ran into several times yesterday, and I'm going to showcase a matchup versus Esper as well. And while I'm happy with Grixis in certain matchups and the deck feels strong, I do think that its vulnerability to the likes of Simic Flash, which is very popular right now, amongst other things like mono red aggro, because of our inability to efficiently deal with Experimental Frenzy, makes this effectively a tier 2 deck at best as of right now, at least through my own experience and opinion. And the reasoning is that the metagame is pretty aggressive towards it, and even though we have a sideboard that it's attempting to mitigate the matchup against Simic Flash a little bit, it's not quite there as a positive matchup for us. It's just really hard because Simic Flash really gets under us, and for the same reason, mono blue tempo is also very powerful against us. We got removal, we have stuff like Chandra, which can come in and is uncounterable. But Simic Flash has the Night Pack Wolf guy who survives the Chandra's -3, and overall, that deck is just a little bit too fast for us. And I'm actually going to spend today's stream attempting to devise a counter for that deck, and capitalize on the fact that in an MTG arena, there's these fads and people jump on the bandwagon of a specific archetype, and it's super represented, right? So if you can capitalize on that, you can get some really good climbing done, because I need to climb back up, because like I said, I tanked I got fucking whooped, man, and yeah, it was pretty rough. So basically, this deck list is a Grixis control list. We have Chandra, Acolyte of Flame, which may seem a little bit weird because she's taking Narset's spot here. The reasoning for that is because Chandra, I think, provides quite a few things for Grixis, which actually enhance our matchup versus the likes of Esper, for example. I really like this deck versus Esper control and Esper hero decks in general. I think we have the upper hand against them. We have Anticipate as a 4-of, which ignores Narset, which is the reasoning why we're playing this over the likes of Discovery Dispersal, and also drawn from Dreams, so we can use Chandra's -2 to potentially recycle this, or Thought Erasure. I like Chandra a lot because with her -2, we can go for a Thought Erasure again, we can go for a key removal, or we can just recycle our Anticipates. And that makes her a very, very nice top deck in the late game, alongside a nice tempo play in the early game, especially against slower decks like Esper, because with her elemental haste creature generation ability, I can also take down a watered down Teferi Time Raveler or Narset. I think Chandra provides a lot to Grixis because of these things, and I really am happy I incorporated her. Unfortunately, she's a bit of a liability versus aggro builds, as she does a worse job than Narset in that case, because at least Narset can search for key removal tools. But generally speaking, I really like Chandra and the work she put in these matchups. We also have 2 God Eternal Kefnets alongside 2 Nicol Bolas Ravagers. I really like these 4 drops. Kefnet works really well with this deck, being able to, draw into Anticipate or enter the God Eternals for aggro matchups, or, Thought Erasures, Bedevils. Kefnet is a very threatening creature that does really well against creature-based decks. Not too well against Teferi Time Raveler sorts of builds, but, Teferi for some reason has been less prevalent, but I think that's going to change soon because people are getting tired of Simic Flash. Nicol Bolas the Ravager, very powerful. We have triple Dragon God and 1 Chandra Awakened Inferno alongside 1 Liliana Dreadhorde General. The reasoning behind this is because I also like Liliana with Chandra Acolyte of Flame, because when the 2/1/1 elemental tokens die, they do proc Liliana's passive, which means we get to draw 2 cards. And I think Liliana is just a very powerful planeswalker on her own. And I like the idea of running 1 of each, even though I do have another Chandra Awakened Inferno in the sideboard for more control-oriented matchups, as she is a great way to seal the deal in that sense. And also, she can be very powerful versus mono blue tempo and Simic decks because of the fact that she cannot be countered, right? So she does come in those matchups, though unfortunately she's not really enough to tilt the scales in our favor, as that is the main deck right there. We got 2 Spell Pierces, 2 Duresses, 2 Disdainful Strokes, 1 Negate, 2 Elder Spells, 2 Fries, 1 extra Ritual Soot, and 2 extra Enter the God Eternals alongside the second Chandra in our sideboard. It's there, like, this sideboard is meant to enhance our matchup against mono red. It's meant to patch up our matchup against the likes of mono blue tempo and Simic Flash as well, with the incorporation of Spell Pierce and with 2 Disdainful Strokes over the Negate. I like Disdainful Stroke because it can counter the Frilled Mystic, it can counter the Wolf, and it can also be applied versus control matchups or mid-range matchups. It's just, there's a lot of good matchups for this Disdainful Stroke right now, and I really like it because of that. So Fry is also really solid in that sense. It can be good against those sort of like counter-based builds, and it can be good against control decks too. Pretty flexible as well. Regardless, I'm still not super happy with the sideboard. Like I said, we just don't have enough resources for what's most popular right now in the meta, and I feel like while it's a tough metagame for control decks in general. I think unless you're Esper, really right now it's quite tough, because these tempo decks go under you, and it can be quite the nightmare, man. I basically want to preface this video by saying that the gameplay that I'm going to showcase highlights some of the good things about this deck, but I want to make sure you guys pay attention to the Simic Flash matchup as well, and understand just how vulnerable this list is in that sense. I'm always going to be honest with you guys, and not every video is going to be about a deck just wrecking everything. Like, sometimes, I have bad days, and sometimes the list isn't all that great in the current metagame, but my love for Grixis will never die. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video regardless. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily MTG videos. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have some sort of counter for all this Simic Flash bullshit going around. And yeah, I'll see you then. But it is true that Grixis doesn't feel... I don't feel like super confident with the deck. Which is an issue, right? The Anticipates have been doing well. And my mana base hasn't really been bad. Like, it hasn't really been the mana base. I've been able to play out well. I'm gonna keep the Anticipate here. So it seems like it's banned. It could be banned Nexus. It's ramp of some form, but it's got like bad ramp cards. Okay, I know what it is. Okay. Now we know. Well, he certainly got the ramps. Could play Ravager here, give us a good blocker, get rid of, like, lands are actually, like, good top decks for him now. Okay, that's rather problematic. That's spooky. We need Cry of the Carnarium here. Which we'll try to fish for. Yikes. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I gotta try to put an end to this soon, because every time he top decks a land, oh my goodness. Well, I will definitely keep that. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, mama.
In exchange for it, my schemes have been foiled. You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
I'm finally gonna be able to use Chandra for what she was intended to be used here. Dun, 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 dun.
Living in a monastery full of firebrands?
I made a mistake. I should have.
Tell me if you've seen this one before.
I derped. I should have. Oh, calculated BM. Whatever.
Will wipe your bloodline. My schemes are never ending.
That derp actually cost me like lethal this turn. So. Well, shit. Well, shit. Nice top deck, bruh. Nice top deck.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Planeswalker. I outsmarted you eons ago.
Study? Focus? I just want to burn stuff already.
This way I set up two different win conditions. Either he has to commit to the board. Okay.
Let's slow this down. I'll protect you.
Maybe I should have kept this as a blocker. Maybe I should have kept that as a blocker. Maybe. Yep. Feels bad.
Insolent fool.
That's good.
My revenge will be pain. My intellect is without limit.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
I like to think on my feet.
Teferi stops that?
I'm Chandra, the immolation sensation. Get out of my way. Or, you know, don't.
Only time will tell. Excellent timing. This might be a bad idea. I'm getting too old for this.
Here comes the DJ.
Love your content, even though you don't play Delta in your decks less than 3.
Find your fires of passion within.
That's
help
how
with
it
your
was meant
not
to
being on fire problem.
I was like, oops. All right, we got out of that one. Oh my god. Okay, another Ritual of Soot. I think we want Fry as well for Teferi, though I don't think so, right? Because there's not really anything else we're gonna be hitting. I would rather have Chandra over Liliana in this one because I want the -3. And honestly, duresses are pretty key here. Negates also potentially could be. Though I think I'm going to keep it like this, and then we're going to keep... I mean, Chandra was fantastic there. We got to make sure that we can board clear here. Enter the God Eternal is not really that important, I would say. Lava Coils can also go, I believe. Let's go with this. Love the channel, dude. Have you tried any Jarek Sultai decks? I have not. Jarek is something that I want to try out, but I haven't actually built a deck around it yet. I'm actually gonna keep this because I'm on the draw, and I have Scry with this as well. I'm gonna lead off with the Dragon Skull Summit so I can duress him. It's a bit of a slower start, definitely, but it's not like I'm facing the most fast-paced deck anyways. Alright, let's duress first. Scape Shift. Now that's spooky. Shifting Ceratops. Okay, we got Bedevil for that. Do I take Scape Shift, or I'm gonna take Grow from the Ashes? Because I can always Thought Erasure afterwards. And I think I'll be Thought Erasuring the Scape Shift because I can always deal with the Ceratops. I mean, I could always keep the Escanta, but I really want to curve out here. I'm gonna do that before we can counter or anything. And I think going for the Ravager here is the good play. Get to discard one of his 2 cards. We got a cheer there from Laizinho. Conteúdo excelente. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado, Laizinho.
Stay back. I'm an explosively good pyromancer.
It's so funny. I'm actually gonna attack with... I should have attacked first. He can charge for 4. I don't want to play Kefnet when he has, you know, when he has this. You know, the Blast Zone. Oh boy.
Stand by and watch. I've got time.
He's ignoring my Chandra, which is actually good news bears for me. I have a total of 6 mana, which means I should anticipate into something. So I'm going to anticipate before anything else. To see if I can draw into some wave to deal with this. Oh, that's actually really good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go for the -3 here.
Check out these fireworks.
And I'll play Kefnet. This will force him to go for the -3 with Teferi. But he's top decking at this point, so we're in a pretty good position. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. Well, nice top deck. Very nice top deck indeed. Expertly top decked. Holy shit.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Holy fuck, dude. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why did that not... Oh, because he doesn't have 7 land. Ooh, okay. Okay, but I want to play Captain. I could have taken Ritual of Soot, but I want to play Captain first. Maybe that was a mistake.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
All right, well, we're on the clock. God damn it, Kefnet. I had high hopes for you, bruh.
We will meet again.
Can we survive? Well, we have another Chandra, which would be a fantastic draw. We always have the potential of Kefnet getting us something good, even though lately he just loves drawing me lands. That's a lot of zombies. This is a cool deck. Alright, The Walking Dead, ladies and gentlemen. They're coming. Oh my god, Kefnet, I swear to fucking god. Okay, so. He's got 6, 8, 10, 11. 11. 9. Right, so right now, he's got lethal on board, which means we 100% have to use... No, wait. No. I got the play. Okay. I see my chat like going like turbo mode. I just saw it, guys. I realized. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fuck up. Alright, it's all good. You're not an elemental. Alright. I was testing you guys. I'm so like I can see my chat going up like turbo mode.
Boundless power.
Boundless power.
The dead shall serve me.
Let's make this quick. Let's make some more room to fight in.
Got it. This is why I love Grixis, man. I just, like, when I get going, I feel so powerful. Alright, we did it, guys. We won a best of 3 series. Fuck yeah. We got a mulligan, obviously. And, bit of a slow hand, but we will keep. I will drop one of the bedevils. Keep the, lava coil. In case I'm facing a very aggressive deck. I do not need more check lands. I need shock lands or basic lands, so I'm going to scry there. To the bottom, even though, like I said, I'm dropping a land. Right, We'll drop the Dragon Skull Summon to enable Thought Erasure next turn. Get countered because we're facing Simic Flash. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop here. Just in case he plays the wolf, I want to be able to react to that. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, but I didn't want to lose to this. This deck is tough, man. If they keep having the counter spells. Alright, GG. Let's see if the sideboard can help us. Because this is a matchup that we really have to try to, you know, improve upon. And have a good, solid matchup against. Okay, Disdainful Stroke. I want to go with Negates as well to be able to counter his own counter spells. And I want to go with the Fries and the Chandra instead of Liliana. Enter the God Eternals. Can be good. I'm going to drop Nicol Bolas down to 1 because I need to lower my... Cry the Carnarium is also kind of, eh. I don't dislike Chandra. Ritual Assert is kind of weak as well. Let's see if this approach can take him. Gotta be patient here. Oh, wait. Legendary spell. Oops. No, don't tell me you have another counter. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Am I gonna die to a Merfolk Trickster? I'm gonna die to a Merfolk Trickster. Ah, man. Ah. If I get rid of this and I get that going, that would have been a winnable series. Ah, it was so close. Too many counter spells though. That deck kind of makes me want to like play Esper with the Fairy Time Reveler. This hand's somewhat risky, but I'm gonna keep. Do you think Simic Flash is the best deck right now? I don't think so. I think it's a deck that's capitalizing on the metagame a little bit. It's definitely very strong though. Some people undermine it, but it's actually it's legit. It's legit. It's basically it's kind of a silly deck though, because all it's doing is it's just basically stopping. It's stopping you from playing your cards. That's how the deck wins. The deck is all about countering your stuff and playing their own shit. And it's just basically mono blue tempo 2.0, right? Like that's all it is. We don't have a second source of blue mana, which can be a bit of an issue here. But at least we can Ritual of Soot. He seems to be lacking blue mana. Oh, not anymore.
All bow before Nicole Bolas. I have other schemes to attend to witness a mote of
My power.
I have other plans.
If you haven't heard of me, then get ready to meet my flames. Oh, looks like someone's getting a little sweaty.
I'm gonna go off with Chandra and try to play a game of basically survival now. We gotta live, boys. We gotta deal with this. Did I?
Let's slow this down.
Let's get toasty.
I could trade Chandra with the Teferi.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Alright.
There goes nothing.
I would assume he's gonna tuck Chandra in. Maybe my play was to trade those two off.
I'm not ready for this quite yet. Hurry! That's more like it. I really should have seen that coming.
Get out of my way. I'm burning up. Get out of my way. Or, you know, don't.
Alright.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
There we go. Oh, motherfucking Teferi, I swear to God. Oh my fucking, oh my God, just die. Just die. Just out of my sight.
Now what?
No pressure.
He ruins the fun, I know, right?
The focus hone your prowess.
Well, he's got to be careful with how much damage he takes, though. I mean, he can bring the Elite Guard Mage here. He can't take anything from me. He actually found the Commanded Dreadhorde with the land.
I am not going to sit this. This isn't a fight you can win.
Wait, what?
Here we go.
You're dead. Nakama, what are you doing? Nakama!
Time is much more malleable than people think.
I'll take it. Honorable seppuku. Can we get some F's in the chat for Nakama, please? He went out like a warrior. Or probably didn't know what he was doing. But he went down. Regardless. Genius in the making. I know, right? Okay, so we gotta respect the hero of Priest and 1, right? I don't think we need Enter the God Eternals. Maybe I'll keep it as a one-off. But I mean, I could keep Liliana as well. Why not keep Liliana? We want to bring in the Elder Spell, the Fry. I want to drop Ritual Soot 1. I don't think Negates can be good here, but if he has the Fairy, he shuts it down. I'll drop the Lava Coils. Maybe I won't go, especially now that I'm on the play. I'm not gonna go with the Negates, because they can be dead versus the Fairy. You know what? I'm gonna take out the Enter the God Eternals. Okay, I don't know what else to take, so I'll take out Anticipate. I don't like taking out Anticipate. I don't know what else to take out, honestly. I don't know what else to take out. So I'll just take out one Anticipate. I would have dropped Escanta maybe, but Escanta is so good in a control matchup though. I know I can get bounced by Teferi, but then I just play it again. Okay, we're gonna keep this. I really want Chandra to shine in this matchup. Like, I mean, I'll keep that Anticipate there. I really like, I like these two, honestly. But I'm gonna take the Escanta. I think the Escanta is just too valuable. The Escanta is like actually game winning here. And I'm gonna go for the double. Alright, that's good. Ooh, Citadel. Citadel is spooky. But fortunately for me, I got oh my god, this is beautiful. We're gonna drop the Fairy. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna play our Escanta. And next turn, we're gonna use Chandra. And we're gonna recycle that Thought Erasure. And we're gonna make him cry! Yeah, I'll keep. Fuck yeah.
Hey, don't start any fires without me. Come on, Chandra, remember that spell.
I got one Elder Spell already. We good? Ah. She's under the D-Spark rage, baby. How about this? You know what? I'm gonna keep that there. Why not pick up on his D-Sparks a little bit here? Why not play and Anticipate? I should have probably done this first. And I'll keep the Fry.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
And let's start pinging at him.
Mind and body should move in unison, like a thoughtfulness before action. I must train harder.
I am not happy right now.
Well, boo-hoo. We're good. We're about to get Escanta flipped. And that'll be the big... That's just the deciding factor. Like, I'm really happy I took Escanta over... ho 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 ho. Oh fuck, he has that. I should wait for this, right? I should wait then until I find like another discard effect. I'm not gonna rush this Chandra. Why should I? It's nice to have, but I'd rather, you know, use a Scanta here and fish for the discard. I have multiple Dresses, multiple Thought Erasures in my lineup. There we go. Easy peasy. I'm not gonna play the other Search for Scanta because I'd rather search with a Scanta. Pun intended, I guess. Ah, you asshole. Well, it's fine. We got the card that wins the matchup. Oh, we missed out on Kefnet there. That makes me cry a little bit. Right now I am gonna go ahead and set up the second Escanta so that it can fix our draws. We're in a very comfortable position here. Sure. I assume Elder Spell. My opponent's literally top decking. I outvalued him. It's nice to see that we have what seems to be a pretty damn good matchup versus Esper, which is one of the reasons why I like Grixis. Through my experience, Grixis tends to outvalue Esper. In the matchup, I mean. In the matchup. Like, generally speaking, Esper is overall the superior deck against the metagame, right? But I feel like Grixis takes it on really well.
I cannot exploit.
Sorry I'm late. This might be a bad idea.
I would have bounced Oath of Kaya, but sure. All right. We're close. That kind of makes me want to like let that Teferi live. Yeah. I'm gonna let that Teferi live and use it as food. Basically, I give him a one-turn timer here. Either he draws something to deal with this.
Said Fury, my schemes are never ending.
So you either draw the answer here, or you die. That's not the answer. You can still draw into an Elder Spell. Oh, motherfucker. You got me. Why didn't he go for the +1 and use that at the beginning? Oh! He doesn't know. Nakama! Nakama! You had the Nakama. What the fuck, Nakama? I don't think he knew at that point.